the tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30, and down to the 28-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Packers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Working from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup, Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down, Bridgewater. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, Carolina.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
Across midfield to the 48-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Panthers 7, Packers 0.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Bridgewater on first down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, this is Cannon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Trenton Cannon.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
The Panther first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Grant, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 23.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and 4 at the 31.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, now Rodgers. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now a play fake, Rodgers. Flush to his right, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Carolina for 42 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Kick is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Panthers 17. Packers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Rodgers going to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
47-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting. And the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Play action now. Bridgewater. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he returns this to the 22.
Jim McCaffrey on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the...
And again, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Teddy Bridgewater sacked. A loss of 4 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Bridgewater.
And 5.
And he's got his target. That's more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
And the Panther first down.
Now Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Bridgewater. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams is intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Found his target. It's Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
And how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Now left side on the swing pass. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and...
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a third down. Now Rodgers. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
34-yard line.
McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robbie Anderson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Crosby connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game. They haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. High percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Carolina.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
He's across
a gain of 3, second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Rodgers.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
For a Green Bay Packer.
Here's McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
4-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Rodgers. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
42-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Christian McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 3. brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
To throw is Rodgers. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Back to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And his throw is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Today's final
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Green Bay, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll try to rebound next week. Washington.